Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a brand new series of Robot Rumble. I am your host and commentator Patrick Epworth, and after a long wait, we are finally ready for 20 machines to enter the Rumble zone to battle it out to be proclaimed the 2022 Robot Rumble World Champion. Each week, 4 machines will go head to head looking to score points that will get them through to the knockout round, or failing that, the dreaded runner-up Rumble. And 4 machines are waiting right now for us, so let's see who's competing in this week's heat. 4 lean, mean fighting machines are set to take part in this week's heat. 3 of them have been here before, with an interesting newcomer joining the mix. First up, we have Tombstone, completely rebuilt for this season and looking to cause even more damage than previous visits. It is important to note that they've never been beyond the last 8 in any of their previous appearances. Will 2022 be the year of Tombstone? The alien is a robot Rumble stalwart, always present but never beyond round 1. The robot is sturdily built with a good design, but with many fearsome machines out there, I fear it'll be another disappointing campaign for our little green friends. This robot needs no introduction. Defending champion Bite Force has got it all on paper. A devastating weapon, 4-wheel drive, and a fantastic driver to boot means it's odds-on favourites to reclaim its crown. Who can stop Bite Force? I have no idea. And our final competitor tonight, Pain and Panic. A newcomer to the competition, this clusterbot comes armed with some pretty lethal spikes. But as I always say about clusterbots, the lightweight nature of the individual machines could lead to this terrible twosome being bullied. So those are our competitors, and this is how they line up in round 1. Coming up in just a short while, we have Pain and Panic taking on Tombstone, but first, the defending champion Bite Force takes on the alien.
Yep.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
So here we go, the first fight of the new wars, and already Bite Force straight in here on the alien, looking to ram into that very experienced competitor. They've been here since day 1 of Robot Rumble. Bite Force, of course, though, are the defending champion as the alien sort of wiggles around a little bit, trying to get some drivability into that. They're spinning around, and oh, there's a new surprise for you this series. A brand new surprise that the alien was not ready for. It is the floor flipper. It's up and running for this series finally, and it has caught the alien out. Here you can see on the replay, flipped up on the wheels, and the bottom plate have completely come off the alien. We've never seen that from them before. The floor flipper proving crucial in its first ever battle here on Robot Rumble. And Bite Force has the arena to thank for their opening victory. And I don't think the alien is mobile any longer. As we can see now, they're being countered down, and Bite Force just ramming into them, slamming into them. The title defense starts here with 3 points to Bite Force.
Cease.
And there is the league table. Bite Force top of the tree after this first fight. Up next, newcomers Pain and Panic take on experienced competitors Tombstone.
Yeah, we good? We're good.
3, 2, 1, activate.
So, the clusterbot of Pain and Panic against Tombstone, who has been completely rebuilt for this year in black and blue. A very terrifying sight, and already they're sending the little clusterbots of Pain and Panic skittering and scattering around. They're caught on the floor flipper though, Tombstone. They need to get out from there. They have, and oh, it was a big slam and a big hit. And actually you can see one of the Pain and Panic clusterbots has gone upside down here and oh, flung across the arena. Look at this, attack thrown into the screws, another new hazard for this series, and then thrown into the corner. Pain and Panic in absolute trouble here. They're getting a bit of a tanking, but remember, you need to knock out both cluster bots in order to win the fight. And Pain and Panic so close to the edge of the pit there. Tombstone as well. Everyone be careful with your driving. We've seen a fair few bits of bad driving in Robot Rumble in the past, and Tombstone are hanging on the edge here. They're hanging on the edge, and all Pain and Panic have to do is slowly but surely nudge them down. Oh, what an upset. Tombstone were looking like they were going to win that, but Pain and Panic have turned it around. And as we can see here on the replay, a poor little bit of driving. They were caught on the lip of the pit. And then you can see that Clusterbot is almost shocked. He's like, oh, what do I do? But you'll find that it was only Pain and Panic to Tombstone. Pain and Panic get a knockout.
Cease.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, after the first round of fights, it's Bite Force and Pain and Panic shockingly at the front. For round 2, it's going to be Bite Force against Tombstone and Pain and Panic against the Alien.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Activate.
This fight is actually a replay of a fight from last season in the group stage. Bite Force won that one easily. Can Tombstone get the upper hand now with this brand new machine with that solid big heavy blue bar? At the moment it doesn't look like it. The 4-wheel drive of Bite Force meaning they're able to push Tombstone around here. Bite Force very near the pit, slamming into the screws. Here comes Tombstone hitting the screws themselves, and a small panel fell off the back there. Self-inflicted. Both machines just jockeying each other, and they're shoved into the pit. Just like last season. No difference. The pushing power for Tombstone isn't quite there. They lost a panel, and then into the pit. Very, very simply.
Cease.
An easy win for Bite Force, sees them top of the tree with maximum points. And there is confirmation of the league table. Bite Force sit top. Can Pain and Panic keep pace with them, or will the Alien catch up and make it interesting?
Right. You press green when it shouts that off.
Roboteers,
I'll do the shout. So
stand
if you say activate, press green, and then press white. Just like 3, 2, 1.
activate.
So, Pain and Panic, shock, horror, they got off to a win. The Alien's not moving. Oh, no, they are now. Are we having some control problems? Both machines just sort of navigating each other here. There's a bit of a sandwich, and where goes one of the Pain and Panic terrible twosomes? Straight down the pit. Well, they managed to sandwich them, did Pain and Panic. But one of them, as you can see, decided to... well, it got shoved into the pit. It didn't drive into the pit, it got shoved. The Alien only has one more pair to take out now. As one of the terrible twosome is pushed against the screws here. The Alien, a very cumbersome machine, and almost into the pit. Now into the screws, the new hazard for Robot Rumble Season 3. You need to watch out for those screws, they'll rip and tear you up. Watch out for the floor flipper as well, as we've already seen. The Alien came well acquainted with the floor flipper earlier on. But both now navigating one of the oldest hazards, and it's the pit, and in goes the other cluster bot of Pain and Panic. It was trying to get a nice shove on the Alien, but obviously the Alien's too heavy, and it just moved out of the way, and it went into the pit. Not enough time to reverse.
Cease.
The Alien picking up the win. So there is the league table. Bite Force top the tree with the Alien and Pain and Panic joint second. Tombstone at the bottom of the list. They could still go through. They could still go through to the Rumble depending on the results. This is the third round, the final round of group play. Bite Force versus Pain and Panic, and Tombstone against the Alien.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
David versus Goliath, well and truly. Bite Force against Pain and Panic. The champion looking to go 3-0. Something that not many machines managed to do in Robot Rumble, I can tell you that. There's already one of the Pain and Panic cluster bots getting stuck under that floor flipper, but look, really, Bite Force have got the pushing power here. They're not gonna lose this, I don't think. They'll easily qualify. They've pushed, and oh, they've gone into the pit.
Cease.
All three have gone into the pit. I was not expecting that. So we're just looking on the replay. to see who touched the bottom of the pit first. Oh, it's very, very close. It's between the second cluster bot and Bite Force. The judges will be looking at this to determine who got hit first. And look, there's the pause. I think it's Bite Force who touches the pit first before the second red cluster bot. And upon review, the judges have agreed with me. It is Bite Force who loses that match. Pain and Panic getting on to 6 points. It's the Alien against Tombstone next. If the Alien can beat Tombstone by knockout, it forces a tie. Ah, exciting stuff.
Right.
Roboteers, stand by. 3, 2, 1, activate.
So here we go, Tombstone's last chance to get a bit of pride. They can't qualify for the knockout round now. The Alien can make it slightly more interesting with a win here. They would force a tie, and then we'd have to go to our tie-breaking procedures. There's already a panel here ripped off of the Alien and sent flying. My goodness, look at the power on that spinner. We've not seen it enough tonight, but look at that, the panel sent flying across the arena. But yeah, it's the story of the qualifying group here for Tombstone this season. Just not enough going their way, and they've been shoved into the pit of oblivion.
Cease.
It ends a woeful campaign for Tombstone. The Alien makes things a lot more interesting now. So there is the final table. Pain and Panic, Bite Force, the Alien all on 6 points. The Tombstone sit bottom with 0. They're going out for definite. As we can see by our tie-break table, we've expunged the results that the teams got against Tombstone. So this is just against what they got against each other. And as you can see, it's a 3-way tie once again. They all took points off of each other, which means for the first time in Robot Rumble history, it is going to be a tiebreaker Rumble. Bite Force, Pain and Panic, and the Alien all going head-to-head in a melee. The first team, the robot to be eliminated, are out of the competition. The second robot to be eliminated from the Rumble will go to the runner-up Rumble, and the winner of the tiebreaker Rumble will, of course, go through to the knockout round. So, let's get this tiebreaker Rumble off and underway.
Roboteers, stand by.
We're making Robot Rumble history here, guys.
3, 2, 1, activate.
The first ever tiebreaker Rumble. And remember, the first robot eliminated will be going home. It is brutal, but that is the situation we find ourselves in as Bite Force takes a commanding lead, having a little bit of a pop at each robot to start with. The Alien sort of stayed back a little bit there as all 4 robots go rumbling in the jungle. Bite Force keen to have a pop at everyone here. The Alien, the slowest, I feel, across the arena floor. Pain and Panic, very, very tenacious, as Bite Force is still the most mobile, most maneuverable, but they're on the edge of the pit. The defending champions on the edge of the pit. Well, they went to push, they bounced off the arena wall, and then they tried to sort of cut the corner of the pit. I don't know what they were doing, and they've gotten stuck now. And the defending champions on the brink. Meanwhile, we can see one of the Pain and Panic lot, and they've gone over the floor flipper and been flipped over. Lots of things happening here. The machine's in shambles right now. Bite Force on the edge of the pit. They've not been knocked down yet. They're being counted down, though, to immobilization because they can't move off that pit. And the Alien, one of the stalwarts of Robot Rumble, is going to knock the defending champions into the pit and fall in themselves. No way. And Pain and Panic are through. Here is the replay. They didn't need to push the champions down. They were doing it just for the hell of it, just for the pride of doing it, saying they knocked out the champions, but then they got caught on the pit themselves and fell in. Oh, it's unbelievable. It is unbelievable. Well, I am stunned. What a turn up for the Bucks. The champions, Bite Force, going out in the group stage. Pain and Panic, the newcomers, the new kids on the block. they go through to the quarterfinals, with the Alien, after 3 years of hurt, get through to the runner-up rumble and might just have a place in the quarterfinals should they come top 3 in that rumble. Well, that's all we have time for tonight. Join us next week for potentially another shocking edition of Robot Rumble. Thank you very much for watching. Good night.